Good morning. It's Vijay here. Welcome to yet another episode of Pre-Market Commentary. Today is the beginning of a new year. Today is also April 1st, where a lot of people, we indulge in pranks of fooling others. So whether the markets will fool us today, because tomorrow is the D-Day, so-called Liberation Day of Trump. So should we be having a storm before the calm, which should prevail after that? Generally, there is a calm before the storm, but because this event of April 2nd is well telegraphed, so you are having a storm. So when you have such a storm and everybody is participating in the storm, I expect a calm after the event is over. So yesterday's weekly and monthly and uh, annual my outlook was that one should be bullish rather than bearish. When I say one should be bullish rather than bearish is my personal opinion. I am not a SEBI registered advisor, so please note that based on data I have mentioned yesterday as to why I am bullish, and I would not get into this storm. And I'll wait for the calm, which will happen, in my opinion, in the next 10 days after the storm passes over. And this storm, believe me, will pass over. And this storm is not something that, it's earth shaking, that it will change the course of economic events in the world, which many are thinking that this is what is a mirror image of what happened in 1931, beginning of the Great Depression. I don't think anything like that is there. I've read about it, and there are no parallels excepting that they announced tariffs during that time. Other than that, there is nothing which is similar, remotely similar to what was there in 1930, 1931. So people who are trying to scare us about the Great Depression, I think, will be proven wrong over the next few years. So while on Friday we had a day when things were not good overall, so that Friday is over, because Friday, even in the US, it was bad. Europe, it was bad. Across the globe, it was bad. So yesterday it opened badly across the globe, but then there was a significant recovery in Dow Jones, Nasdaq, and S&P from the lows. Dow actually closed 417 points up, whereas it had lost about 700 plus points on Friday. Nasdaq did close in the negative, but still significantly higher than where it was in at midday, when people were talking of gloom doom, and then there was a boom. So again, we have the Dow futures, which has slipped down 172 points. Again, the same fears. One should know that lightning doesn't strike the same place twice, or the probability is very, very low. So all this hoopla about and the scaremongering should die down in the next 1 week to 10 days. Similar, this one chaos was created by the media, by the fin influencers, and others before the second Gulf War in 2003, and that was the best time to buy, because since then the Indian market took off for a 4.5 years rally. So I would be, I don't know whether we'll repeat that, but certainly I would not bother too much. Then Trump is, of course, creating problems. He says, I'll do secondary tariffs on Russia, but I think it is more bluff than bluster. He says, I'll bomb Iran, but I think again this one, it's more a bluff and bluster. So in the interim, gold hit a record high. Silver is now above 34 comfortably. We are more bullish on silver than gold. 2 is to 1. For every two silver bees we buy one of gold bees. Even on Friday, we bought silver bees. Uh, so dollar index is slowly coming down. Yesterday I mentioned how the major parameters like dollar index, the US 10-year yield, oil, our Indian rupee, and our Indian 10-year yield were all aligned for a good bull run in the Indian markets. When it will start, we don't know, but in all likelihood, it will start sometime in the next 10 to 15 days. So yesterday, US 10-year yield closed at 4.2, which is close to the neckline. Neckline is 4.11. Once if it breaks that, which I think it should in the near future, then we should see 3.4. So today, some corporate news, interesting corporate news. Vodafone Idea is slowly becoming a PSU. Now, Government of India is taking shares, about 3,695 crore shares at a price of 10. Actually, Vodafone is trading much lower. Idea is trading much lower than 10 rupees. But that is how the rule is, that you cannot buy it at below par. So government is buying it at 10 rupees. So there will be some respite for the Vodafone shareholders. I think they will now have 49%. The controlling interest, of course, is the Birlas. Then ITC went and bought the paper division of Century Textiles. So this now will become the biggest. It's already the biggest. It will become much bigger. Century is a paper division is well established in the industry. They've got a large installed capacity. They are very strong in the northern market, and the people generally believe that ITC will benefit. But you must note that paper stocks are at the nadir. I mean, they're just not going up. They did not participate in this bull run, in the previous bull run. So I don't know whether ITC will benefit as far as the stock market is concerned. Surely it will benefit as a corporate. Because what is happening is the paper stocks, they're trading at 4 PE, 5 PE. So naturally they should be, in fact, we bought paper stocks like JK Paper thinking that they will go up, but they did not. And so that's been a very disappointing thing. We have gone out of it subsequently. But this is one thing we need to consider. ITC will benefit as a corporate, but whether it will benefit for the shareholders, I really don't have much of an idea at this point of time. The NCC got total orders 5,773 crores in March 2025. This should be in the focus. NCC is doing well, similar to the public sector enterprises, which have got a lot of orders in March, because that is the time when the government has to close its books. So all the money which is remaining gets into orders which are distributed across various infra companies. This is not something new, but NCC could be the focus. Engineers India also bagged about 245 crore worth of orders from Maharashtra and West Bengal. We hold Engineers India, but it has disappointed us. Though they have been continuously getting orders, they've been doing well, but somehow the prices are disappointing. It's down more than 50% from the highs. Of course, we didn't buy it at the highs, but still we are in the negative as far as Engineers India is concerned. NHPC declared its commercial operation in Unit 1 and Unit 2 of the project in Himachal Pradesh. So that should give a leg up for NHPC today. So what is Trump's tariff information today? He says he'll announce it tomorrow night or on Wednesday, which means we will get to know only on Thursday. So we have to endure the storm for today and tomorrow. He says it will be fair, and he says it may be substantially lower. So that is silver lining among the dark clouds. Gift Nifty is talking of 185 points down. I doubt it will be 185 points down, but I think it may be subdued because nobody wants to take big positions. We are fully invested, and we may buy something today based on if we get some what we think are bargains. However, we see will just not rush headlong. Today is also a free day for our Telegram subscribers. So we are still going to go long, buy on declines only, and look at our regular things like Reliance, some HDFC Bank, pharma companies, infrastructure companies like L&T. So let's hope that we continue to do well, which touch wood and thanks to God, with all our strategies seem to be working on the long side for a very long time. So whatever you do today, I hope it is successful. Thank you for joining me.